thanks for joining us. This is the Signature TV News Update. I am Damilola Abudu. In the headlines, federal government warns pharmacists to justify government investment. Kebbi State Governor Abubakar Bagudu assures troubled community of greater security presence. Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai labels Labour president as enemy of the state. Now the details. The Federal Ministry of Health has warned the Pharmacist Council of Nigeria to justify government's huge investments in creating consultant cadre for pharmacists in civil and public service in Nigeria. The ministry gave the warning in a sensitization workshop to kickstart the implementation of pharmacist consultancy cadre on Tuesday in Abuja. The permanent secretary of the ministry, Abdulaziz Abdullahi, who was represented by Dr. Abubakar Ismail, said that government spent a huge amount of resources to set up the consultant cadre, and therefore the pharmacists must endeavor to achieve the objective in which the office was set.
The government recognizes the pharmacist is a key to achieving goals and objectives of strategic health policy and in this health sector reform in Nigeria. Thus, the creation of the consultant pharmacist cadre by the National Council of Establishment is part of the overall effort of the government to recognizing the pharmacy profession for the provision of more improved and quality health services to the people.
The Kebbi State Governor Abubakar Bagudu has assured communities in Dan Kolo, Zuru local government of the state, of greater security presence to prevent a recurrence of the bandit attack, which claimed 6 lives recently. The governor was speaking when he visited Dan Kolo, where armed bandits ambushed security operatives protecting the communities, killing 6 people, including a divisional police officer. Signature TV correspondent Waboeze Njoku accompanied the governor on the visit and now reports.
The governor's visit to Dan Kolo, a town in Zuru local government area sharing borders with Niger State, was to celebrate the Salah festival with the victims of the bandit attack and to reassure them of the commitment of the government to providing security for communities in the state.
As you can see, we came here, we have seen the members of the military, members of the police and other security agencies, and indeed our vigilantes and people who have been supporting Yansakai, who have been supporting the security effort. They have all been helping, and we appreciate their help and support. We are glad. I'm very, very glad that the combined effort and support of all these people, traditional rulers, local government, members of the State House of Assembly, members of the National Assembly, have yielded result to the extent that we are standing in Ankolo today, and a lot of people had come back to the town, and they have observed Eid al-Fitr that is being celebrated today. And they have called for more support, security support, which I assured them, both the federal government, the state government, and the local security services are mobilizing to do.
The senator representing the affected communities, Ibn Allah, expressed happiness that the combined intervention of the state and federal governments has boosted the confidence of those who fled the bandit attacks to return to their communities.
The purpose of this visit, first, is to show them that we mean well and that all the efforts that we have taken to safeguard them have started yielding fruit. And that is why you see they have confessed to you that they were indeed in Daji before, but they have all started coming back. And you have observed that on our way coming, most of the farms, they have started planting in the farms. Now we have to encourage them to provide more security so that at least their means of livelihood is not affected. And that's what His Excellency is insisting, that we must do whatever is humanly possible to safeguard them and give them the assurance that they can go to their farms unprotected.
The governor also visited the traditional ruler of Sakaba chiefdom in Zuru Emirate, Alhaji Muhammadu Ladan Sakaba, who thanked prominent personalities in the area who rallied support to ease the pains of the victims of the attacks. He commended the state governor for identifying with the people and expressed the hope that most of the victims would return to their communities because of the security and relief being mobilized by the state government.
Since we have these strong security measures taken by His Excellency, I think there will be no problem. Most of them will soon be going back.
In the next 2 3
They
days.
said after Salah they will all be going back home.
Yes.
After Salah. So if you come here the next 2 3 days, you will see that most of them will be back. His Excellency has tried very much. This has brought confidence into their minds that there will be no more problem there.
The governor later visited the family of the divisional police officer killed in the attack, as well as the police division. The attack on Dan Kolo is the first major attack on Kebbi State by bandits who have been terrorizing neighboring states of Niger and Kaduna. In Brenin, Kebbi, Mwabuz Njoko for Signature TV.
Tension has continued to rise in Kaduna State since the state government has engaged over 7,000 civil servants at both state and local governments. The state government on Wednesday declared the president of Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC Ayuba Waba, wanted. According to the government, NLC president and other Labour leaders were declared wanted for economic sabotage and attacks on public infrastructure in Kaduna State under the Miscellaneous Offences Act. Waba had earlier on Monday led workers in the state on a warning strike, which resulted in a power outage, shutdown of the airport and fuel queues in various parts of the state, as aviation workers shut down operations of Kaduna International Airport in solidarity. Other affiliated unions, including the Nigerian Union of Petroleum Employees of Nigeria, NUPENG, National Union of Electricity Employees of Nigeria, National Union of Textile, Tailoring and Garment Workers of Nigeria also joined the protest. The Kaduna State government called on anyone that knows the whereabouts of the NLC president to contact the Kaduna State Ministry of Justice, promising to reward the person handsomely. The immediate past governor of Kwara State, Abdulateef Ahmed, has been arrested by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission over alleged diversion of about 9 billion naira from the coffers of the Kwara State government. Sources at the anti-graft agency who told newsmen that the former governor arrived at their office at about 11 a.m. on Monday, said he's been questioned by a crack team of operatives. The money was alleged to have been diverted during Ahmed's tenure as governor of the state, and when he served as a commissioner of finance in the administration of former Governor Bukola Saraki. Following his arrival at the anti-graft agency's office, Ahmed was in the interrogation room for about 7 hours, writing statements. A spokesman for the EFCC, Wilson Uwujare, confirmed that the former governor responded to the commission's invitation and declined further comments. Nigeria's former president Goodluck Jonathan has warned the international community against taking sides in the ongoing conflict between Israel and Palestine. The ex-president, who spoke via his Twitter account, said the conflict can only be resolved when those living within the borders of Israel and Palestine take time to understand each other and can coexist. He also called for peace on both sides, adding that the international community should work towards ensuring a ceasefire. The Comptroller General of the Nigeria Immigration Service, Mohammed Babandede, says the service has placed an embargo on capturing and issuing fresh passports to applicants from May 18th till the end of May. He made the announcement on Tuesday during a press briefing in Abuja. According to the immigration boss, the decision is to enable the service clear its backlog, noting that it will no longer collect fresh applications until the backlogs are cleared. In business, transactions on the floor of the Nigerian Exchange Group opened Monday's trading on a negative footing as sell-offs in the highly capitalized stocks drove market index down to 0.44%. Specifically, the Nigerian Exchange Group's all-share index fell by 0.44% to close at 39,306.47 points, while investors lost 91 billion naira, with market capitalization down to 20.487 trillion. Analysis of the performance of the market showed that trading activity improved as both volume and value of stocks traded rose to 62.9 and 2.5% respectively, to 357.7 million units and 3.56 billion, exchanging 4,347 deals. The most traded stocks by volume included Zenith Bank with 52.7 million units, First Bank of Nigeria Holdings 42.5 million units, and NEM 39.5 million units. Commenting on the market's performance, analyst at Afriverse said that he expects sell pressure on domestic stock market to mildly reduce on the next trading session. Investor sentiment was negative as 22 stocks appreciated, while 14 others depreciated in value. Eternal Oil, Royal Exchange and Capital Hotel led Guinness charts, while Enamelware, African Prudential, and MPF Microfinance Bank led the losers chart. On the foreign scene, the United Nations on Tuesday welcomed Israel's decision to open the Kerem Shalom crossing to allow aid into Gaza, and urged the opening of a second location to let in humanitarian workers. Humanitarian aid is urgently needed in the Gaza Strip after over a week of airstrikes that have killed more than 200 Palestinians there. The United Nations advised that humanitarian access into and out of Gaza for staff and goods be sustained, and appropriate measures taken to continue movement within Gaza. Israel launched its air campaign on the Gaza Strip on May 10 after the enclave's rulers, the Islamic groups Hamas, fired rockets in response to unrest in Israeli-annexed East Jerusalem. In the world of entertainment, Blessing Adejoy is on standby to take us through.
It don't happen. It don't happen. It don't happen.
Hello, welcome to Entertainment News. It's always a pleasure to have you join me on Entertainment segment. I am Blessing Adejo. Drama as the bridegroom walks out of his engagement ceremony in Isiala, Ngwa, Abia State due to extortion. The groom named Okudili said he paid 100,000 naira to cater for food, tent, chairs and the public address system. He was also made to set aside 100,000 as the bride price that the two families had agreed on. Okudili was asked to add 20,000 naira to the bride price because he had already impregnated the girl. Another 10,000 fine for taking a wrong path and ending up in a different house instead of the girls. He was also asked to pay 15,000 to appease the elders who had become tired of waiting for his arrival. Drama, however, unfolded when the 12 girls covered in loose robes from head to toe were paraded before Okudili and he was asked who his fiancée was. He pointed at the wrong woman and that led to yet another fine of 15,000 naira. The decisive moment specifically was when the elders demanded for refunds of total sum of 450,000 naira that had been paid as the girl's school fees and upkeep since she started primary school. Fuming with anger, which he tried his best to hide, Okudili excused himself to visit a nearby latrine and disappeared. He switched off his phone and was last seen in a bus heading to Lagos from Owerri. Wahala be like bicycle oh. Reality star V and Neo got together in the BB Naija house and they had been inseparable since then. V had shared a video where she showed off the latest gesture from her man. The lovebirds V and Neo are still going strong to the joy of their fans and shippers. The couple often take to social media to show off beautiful photos, moments and gestures they share with each other. Just recently, V on her Instagram story channel flaunted the beautiful flower which her man sent to her. A cute little note which stated how proud Neo was of her and her effort on her first hosting project, accompanied with beautiful bouquet of flowers. The note reads, "For every effort on your first hosting project." Oh, indeed, love is a beautiful thing. We wish them all the best. Popular American pop star Ariana Grande had married her real estate agent fiancé Dalton Gomez in a tiny and intimate wedding. A representative for the singer confirmed that the 27-year-old singer tied the knot with her 25-year-old lover in front of few other than 20 people over the weekend. According to the representative, with less than 20 people, the room was so happy and full of love. The couple and both families couldn't be happier. The wedding ceremony took place at Grande's property in Montecito, a celebrity hotspot in Southern California, where the Duke and Duchess of Sussex also live. That's it on entertainment news. I remain your anchor, Blessing Adejo. Bye for now.
It don't happen. It don't happen. My belly, it don't happen.
In sports, Tottenham striker Harry Kane has told the club he wants to leave at the end of the season, according to reports on Monday. Kane is unhappy at Tottenham's lack of progress this season and is willing to leave after 12 years with the North London side. The England captain reportedly wants his future resolved before the delayed Euro 2020 starts on June 11. Kane's contract with Tottenham has another 3 years to run, and chairman Daniel Levy is known to be a tough negotiator, which could ruin the 27-year-old hopes of a quick resolution. Tottenham refused to be drawn into debating Kane's future in public as a focus on their final Premier League games, with Europa League qualification in their sights. Premier League champions Manchester United, Manchester City, and Champions League finalists Chelsea have all been mooted as likely suitors for Kane, who has scored 32 goals in all competitions this term. Tottenham are currently without a permanent manager, following Jose Mourinho's dismissal last month, with caretaker boss Ryan Mason in charge. Tottenham will qualify for the Europa League if they win their final 2 games of the Premier League season. Before we end the news, here's a recap of our headlines. Federal government has created consultant cadre for pharmacists in civil and public service in Nigeria. The Kebbi State Governor, Abubakar Bagudu, assured tribal community of greater security presence. The Kaduna State government has declared the Nigeria Labour Congress president, Ayuba Waba, wanted over economic sabotage in the state. Safety and security begin with you. Be patriotic. Report any suspicious activity to law enforcement agencies. Please stay safe. That's the Signature TV News Update, as produced by Obamanu Marvelous. I am Damilola Abudu. Thanks for watching.